All right, Shalom. First off, I want to start off by saying all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai. Yahweh is the name of who the world calls God, and Yahushai is his son's name, who the world calls Jesus Christ. His true and proper name is Yahushai in the Hebrew. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and mercy to the hopeful elect, which consists of the 12 tribes of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. But today, it's a topic been on my mind. The Saints. We're gonna get into the Saints, man. The Saints are a big thing in the scriptures because really the Saints are the elect, and there's plenty of scriptures. I'm gonna get into this. Lord willing, it's edifying. Lord willing, this gives a little brother some insight into what it is, man. Let's get into some of these precepts, man. So start off with Psalm, because we're gonna see who the saints are according to the scriptures, man. Because saints, Catholic Church, they label saints as anybody, but really the saints can only come from Israel. This is Psalms 148 and 14. I'm gonna start at 13. It says, let the praise let them praise the name of Yahweh, for his name alone is excellent. His glory is above the earth and heaven. He also exalted the horn of his people, the praise of all his saints, even the children of Israel, a people near unto him. Praise ye Yahweh. So his saints are coming from Israel, man. I want to get into this word saint too, man, because it's heavy, man. This is what a saint is. It says faithful, kind, godly, holy one, separate ones, saint, poius. And I want to get that word poius in the etymology, man. Because this is what a saint's going to do. This is what an elect's going to do, man. It says poius. It says dutiful, devout, conscientious, religious, faithful to kindred, inspired by friendship, promoted by natural affections, related to Latin purpose, pure and clean. So that's what a man of the Lord is going to be. He's going to be dutiful. He's going to know what he has to do, and he's going to do it to the best of his ability. He's going to be devoted to this cause, man. He's going to be conscientious of how he's moving in his walk, man. He's going to be faithful to his kindred, his brothers, and his truth, man. Inspired by that friendship. He's going to look to the brother on his left and see what he's doing. He's going to be inspired by that man, man. Because he's going to see a level of the most high in that man, man. Promoted by natural affections, man. To men in its truth, like the scriptures say, fear of the Lord was created with the faithful in the womb, man. So it's a natural thing for us to move in this walk. It's really a natural thing for us to move in this walk. And at the end of the day, these actions are going to prove us to be pure and clean. Like it says we're going to be proven pure and clean, man. Go back to the scriptures, man. Man, it says, properly kind, that is religiously poised, a saint, godly man, good, holy one, merciful, saint. That's really what it is, man. The saints are those ones that in whom were found no guile, as it says in Revelations, man. We get another precept, man. Psalms 50 and 5. It says, gather my saints together unto me, those that have made a covenant with me by sacrifice. And who's the only people that made a covenant with the Lord by sacrifice? Is Israel. Because back in the wilderness, man, the Lord gave us the law, statutes, and commandments, and he consecrated us. Moses was doing the sprinkling of blood. These things were made by sacrifice, but it's even so more now because the scriptures say, present thy body a living sacrifice. And the ones that are doing that now are the brothers out there on the highways and byways, risking their life and freedom to do so, to bring out this word in truth and sincerity, man. These now are the saints, man. Those saints are going to come out of that number. Those true and proper saints are going to come out of that number now, man. Get another precept. And this is one of the deeds that the saints are going to be doing. It says, "O fear Yahweh, ye his saints, for there is no want to them that fear him." So the saints are actually going to fear and reverence the Lord, man. And that's how you know in these churches, the Lord is not dealing with these churches. There is not a saint in these churches, man. Because they try to label themselves out to be saints, but they have no fear of the Lord. That's why Apostle Tahar did the video. Apostle Tahar did a video. Elder Yasha Wamba out there in Texas did a video, and countless other brothers did a video on how the Presbyterian Church now accepts homosexuals into the congregation in leadership positions. And the scriptures truly cut that, man. The scriptures truly cut that. Even in the New Testament, and Romans, the first chapter, I believe, it tells you that these people were given up to their vile affections, and those that sympathize with them. In the last verse of that, it says, "Those that know the judgment of the Most High do or take pleasure in these people." Man, these people aren't going to be entered into the kingdom of heaven. The saints are going to be pure and clean before the Lord. That is a filthy, abominable act to be a homosexual, according to the scriptures, man. Let me get another precept, man. It's Psalms 89 and 7. It says, "The Most High is greatly to be feared in the assembly of the saints, and to be had in reverence." I'm going to get that word reverence real quick. It says to fear, revere, be afraid, to fear, be afraid, to stand in awe of, be awed, to fear, reverence, honor, respect, to be fearful, be dreadful, be feared, to cause astonishment and awe, to be held in awe, to inspire reverence or godly fear or awe, to make afraid, terrified, to shoot poor. So you're literally supposed to fear the Lord, man. That's what the saints are going to be doing. They're going to walk with a level of fear towards the Lord, man. And that's what we just had in the last precept. Psalms 34 and 9, it says, O fear Yahweh, ye saints, ye his saints, for there is no want to them that fear him, man. So these are acts, these are the deeds, the character, and the hopes of the saints, man. We're gonna fear the Lord and move accordingly, man. Got another precept, man. This is gonna be Psalms 116 and 15. It says precious in, because you know, a lot of I'll get Revelations first, man. This is Revelations 13. This is the saints, man. This is what the saints gonna be. He that leadeth into captivity. And who was led into captivity? So-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. The Native Americans and the Hispanics were the first to go into captivity. Were the first, because when Christopher Columbus came over to the Americas and he found them, man, it's a well-documented fact that he subjugated those people, man. And he took a lot of them and brought them back to Europe. And he did that many a times. He subjugated the people. He enslaved that whole tribe. He enslaved all those tribes that are already over here, man. He that leadeth into captivity, and who led them into captivity? So-called Caucasian race in the scriptures, they're known as Esau, the Edomites, Idumeans. These are the biblical names, man. These people are still here. It says, He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints, man. This is the patience and the faith of the saints. The saints fear the Lord. They have patience in his promise. And they have faith in it, man. Psalms 116. Psalms 116 and 15. It says, precious in the sight of Yahweh is the death of his saints. Precious in the sight of the Lord is the death of his saints, man. Precious in his sight, man. You got to remember that. This walk, the Lord's taking note of it, man. Let me get this first. So Revelations 11 and 18. It says, I am he that liveth and was dead, and behold, I am alive. And behold, I am alive forevermore. Amen. And have the keys unto hell and death. Salak. It's 1. Meant to get 11. Salakia. Revelations 11 and 18. It says, and the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and in the time of the dead that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give his reward unto thy servants, the prophets, and to the saints, and them that fear thy name, small and great, and shouldest destroy them which destroyed the earth. So the time has come where the Lord's going to give that time is going to come where the Lord's going to give a reward unto the servants, the prophets, and to the saints, and them that fear him. And really, this is all culminating into one thing, man. True men of the Lord are going to fear the Lord. They're going to be labeled as his saints because they're going to walk in that fear and do the things that he commanded to do. This is what a true saint's gonna do, man. Psalms, and this is one of the rewards of a saint, man. It says, Psalms 149 and 7. 6. It says, let the high praises of the Most High be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword in their hand, to execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishment upon the people, to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron, to execute judgment. Written, this honor have all his saints. Praise ye Yahweh. So the saints are truly going to be putting out vengeance. They're gonna be having a two-edged sword in their hand, man. They're going to be executing judgment, man. And that two-edged sword, that's a killing instrument, man. It says to execute, verse 7 says to execute vengeance upon the heathen. So they're going to have to pay the heathen back. Because the saints, in Revelations, it talks about the saints being beheaded for the testimony of the Lord. And it says, verse 8 says, to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron. That's slavery. Because the saints have been in slavery. They've been captive, man. This is the reward of those that fear the Lord, man. Those saints. These are the hopes. These are the hopes, the deeds, the characteristics, and rewards of saints, man. And we have to walk in worthy of that office, man. This is 1 Corinthians. Proving the saints are going to judge, man. 1 Corinthians 6. 1 Corinthians 6 and 2, it says, do you not know that the saints shall judge the world? And if ye should be judged, but it says, let me read it over again. It says, do ye not know that the saints shall judge the world. And if the world shall be judged by you, are ye unworthy to judge the smallest matters? Know ye not that we shall judge angels? How much more things that pertain to this life? So right now, the saints are out there putting out judgment. The saints are putting out judgment. And one day, we're going to be able to put judgment on all our adversaries, man. Lord willing, I'm a part of that number. Lord willing, the brothers in my camp are a part of that number. Lord willing, the sincere brothers that are pushing his word are part of that number, man. We're going to have the power to judge the world. And we're judging it now, man. In righteous judgment. Because we're not walking wickedly and being hypocrites for the things we judge. Because we understand that if we judge and we do those same things, we're judging ourselves. So these are the hopes, the deeds and rewards of the saints, man. So brothers, keep that in mind with what you're doing, man. Keep it in mind, man. We are walking the path of saints here, man. Faithful saints, man. We were walking the path of saints here, man. We've been washed by the water of the word, man. We've been cleansed through that, and we have to stay clean in this thing by doing what we have to do, being faithful, being dutiful. As I brought out that definition earlier for poise, dutiful, devout, man. We got to keep on this thing, man. We're trying to walk the path of saints, man. Brothers, walk worthy of this calling that you have, man. I want to say, call halal Yahweh Shimon Shai, double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and mercy to the hopeful elect, man. Those saints out there doing this thing in truth and sincerity. Shalom.